Hello, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this live session of Anderson and Tendulkar Trophy. It's the fourth Test match between England and India happening in Old Trafford, Manchester. It's a moving day, often the third day. So, yes, the game moved towards England. Tough bowling, tough conditions for the bowlers. The sun came out. It was never easy to take wicket on that wicket, but England managed to play really well and some extraordinary innings from the classical Joe Root's bat and some decent contributions from the middle and the lower order. So we'll get into how the things went session wise and see who has the upper hand. The session one started with some excellent weather conditions, but India managed to do really well. The first hour of the play, many chances created, lot of run out. Run out chances. Even we missed a review. Eventually it was burned out, but it was a quite disciplined bowling from Bumrah and Siraj. Yes, when you talk about Bumrah, when you look at the speed averages, it was never touching 140, which is a concern. And later part of the game, the day we saw that he was really struggling and out for a while. So Indian bowlers really struggled. Anshul Kamboj were unable to get wickets, conceding runs, and it was not looking great. Once the England middle order batsmen Joe Root and Olive Pop have just stabilized the first hour of the play, then it was a very cakewalk. So Pop and Joe were very quite cautious, and they sense it that if they can play that first hour of the play well, the game is in their hands, and they made sure that no wicket was lost. And after that drinks break, England started playing the shots. In India, looked deflated. The most important thing that I would like to focus now here is the running between the wickets. The running between the wickets between Joe Root and Olupop was fabulous. There was mid on, there was mid off, but still they were trying to take wicket runs and made sure that India were under tremendous pressure. That's a difficult one to say because as an expert, as a fast bowler, you have to pick and throw the ball towards the stump, but none of them has happened. So that's the highlight between those two batsmen, and they started playing the shots. If you look at the session run rate, they were trying to score 4 per over, which means there were easy singles on, mid off, backward point. Sometimes you pitch it on the legs, and the quality of Olive Pop and Joe Root, it was an easy pick. So that's one area where I was really disappointed to see India giving a lot of runs in terms of singles, not putting enough pressure on the batsman. Yes, if they try to hit shots, you're going to get a wicket, but the moment when you just tap with the bat and run, then definitely you're giving a lot too many runs within the 30-yard circle. So that's how the first session has ended. 28 overs, 107 runs scored. So if you look at it, is 2 hours of session, 107 runs. So almost every minute they're trying to score, run over there, run here, there, and India fielding were little laps, and that's what. And the strangest tactic from Shardul Thakur was not utilizing the proper ball attack. Once Joe Root and Olive Pop were trying to use the pace of Bumrah and Siraj. They did really well. I thought Washington Sundar would have been they given the chance, but I don't know. It's a captain's. call on that field, so he has the better view. So England went without any wicket on day three, session one, 107 runs, and they started playing shots. Once they started shots, India introduced spinners from both the ends because the new ball was due. The new ball was due for at least 6 8 hours. So Jadeja and Washington Sundar were bowling in tandem, and there came the magic. Washington Sundar's beautiful drift. I mean, he has been using his wrist spin to his advantage. The height has his advantage. The drift that he gets from the pitch was fabulous, and an excellent catch from Rahul to dismiss Olive Pop, who was looking quite dangerous. So, understanding the new ball is already due, but India went on with the old ball because Washington Sundar getting some purchase on that surface and eventually got two important wickets. So Olive Pop was dismissed. Excellent catch from Rahul, and from there it was 341 for three. So they were trial by 17 runs. Then came Harry Brook, tried to play some aggressive shots and got stumped out. But in one end, there was a person, a monk, playing his own style, and that is Joe Root. And what an innings he has played. We'll discuss how he has played his shots, how composed innings he has played. So India took the new ball because once the old ball was not doing much, and Washington Sundar's inning, I mean, you can say that little 7 8 hour spell was done. Bumrah and Siraj came back. But interestingly, India started once again poor with the new ball. They were drifting on to the legs. In the meantime, 400 came up for England. For the information, Bumrah was not available on when new ball was taken after 80 90 overs. So in the meanwhile, Joe Root brings up his 38th century and 12th against India. He has scored every century against each and every opponent, but not against Australia. So he will be looking for the Ashes and to score some in Australia. And a fabulous player. Now he is the second highest run getter in Test cricket, just below Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. Sachin is 16. I mean 15,921. Joe Root is 13,700. I mean 650 something around. Yeah. So he has surpassed Rahul Dravid, Jack Callis, Ricky Ponting, all three in one game, or you can say one innings, and he has scored magnificent 150. The Fab Four, we are done with Steve Smith. Steve Smith is not looking in a great form. Kane Williamson occasionally playing test matches. Virat Kohli retired, so we got only one Fab Four left officially. That is Joe Root. So in the last 4 years, he has scored 21 centuries. So if you look at his entire career, he was not playing that so great. But from 2021, that's where really it went into the ascendancy, and he scored 21 centuries. A gem of a player. So at the end of the session two, almost session one, session two dominated by England, but India tried to pull the things back. England lead by 141 runs. By the time Joe Root 150 came up, England lead was 141. Ben Stokes, interesting. He was struggling with the hamstring problem, so and he decided to walk off. He was around 66. Eventually, he played during the end of the day's play. Beautiful stumping from Jurel to get rid of Joe Root. Jadeja's magical spin. It again turned, and there was little carry. Excellent keeping skills from Jurel. At the time when Joe Root out, it was 499 for 5 in 119.2 overs. So that's how the things went for India. So finally, Bumrah got the first wicket in the entire match in his 24th over. So hard yards for all the bowlers. I thought that pitch will behave pretty much bad in terms of the playing the shots, but it was such a true surface. There was some uneven bounce, especially from Sir James Anderson end. There was a lot of inconsistency, and that's where the lead of 185 back in the behind will be hunting the Indian batsman. So it's a pretty milestone for Bumrah. He has taken 50 wickets in England soil. That is some achievement. So it's a game of injuries. We have seen Pant, we have seen Siraj. Siraj also went out to the dugout to take some rehabilitation. Uh, I'm not sure. He's maybe some ankle twist or ankle niggle. So Bupra, Siraj, Rishabh, and even Ben Stokes struggled a lot. So we have seen how it is taking you into that stride. So again, Siraj getting the wicket in his 25th over, first wicket. That to the important wicket of Chris Wokes. Chris Wokes' ball kept low and he was unable to negotiate it well. So that's how the things stand as of now. So lot to play for tomorrow's game. So what will be the England and India strategy? England will be very happy, 185. They try to stretch as much as they can. Ben Stokes is not out. Liam Dawson is also not out. So these two will try to score as much as they can and give India to play the third innings. So the session three, 111 runs, three wickets. So on an entire day, there was only five wickets fell. So England did really well to manage to come to that stage. What to look for India? I know India did not bowl well really on day two, the last session with the new ball. There were so many freebies that is quite unacceptable, and the England bowlers took on Anshul Kamboj, who is inexperienced in the sense he's playing his first match. So India did really well, to be frank. Decent enough. Half chances were created, but poor bowling has to be said from the frontline bowlers. That really put us in the back foot. But that's still okay. India can pull this out. Only thing is they should remove the mind from, like, we are going to defend. I mean, you have to give a target, play by merit. I just see that the ball is keeping low, so England bowlers will come hard at pitching it, banging it short, making something happening it out. But if there is some spin, India will play well because India coming from a place where they play a lot of spin, so that should not be a concern. The only concern will be the uneven bounce, the low bounce, the variable bounce that the bowlers will get. If not, it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow. It's in the England's hand at this point. But again, rain forecast tomorrow. That's something to look for also. So we'll see tomorrow again who's having the upper hand. For now, it's England who's bossing this test match. Hope India comes back and make it something interesting. Thanks for watching this. We'll get back to you tomorrow. Bye.